Hey, so my name's Kennedy and this is my first video. I just wanted to try it out. I've been watching YouTube since I was a little kid, but this is my first ever video, and if you want to see how to get this everyday kind of school makeup look, it's nothing crazy, just keep watching and I'll get into it. Today I'm going to show what I do to get ready for schools for my makeup, because other people might want to know. Probably not. That's okay. I zoomed it in just a little bit more so that you can see. But I already moisturized my face and washed it, obviously, because ew. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the Cover FX primer. I actually have Claudia Solinsky's, I can't say her last name right, Claudia. I have her box, her subscription box, and so this is one of the things that came in it. I do really like it. It's just really soft. The next thing I will do is I use the Tarte Rainforest to the Sea Water Foundation. I use this shade Fair Light Neutral because I'm pale. And I take this, which also came in Claudia's box, which is like a little bit of a dewdrop. It's Secret Potion Illuminating Skin Fluid by Red Earth, and it just makes it not so heavy. So I just blend that in on the back of my hand, and I already cleaned and dampened my beauty blender, which I clean my beauty blender every time I do my makeup. I don't know if other people do, or if you're even really supposed to. Like, it's probably bad for it, because I've had the same one forever. Okay, so once it's all blended in, see, it's not like super heavy finish or anything. I will sit here and blend out my foundation forever. Foundation is just the beginning of all your makeup, so if it doesn't look good, like, none of your other makeup is gonna look good. Okay, that's good enough. It just gives you like a little bit of coverage. I don't, for school at least, I don't want like a ton of coverage or anything. Like, it's just cool. I use the NARS concealer, and I do have acne, which I just use this under my eyes like this. Just a little bit goes like a long way. After watching Kylie Jenner on Vogue, I like will not put any on my forehead. I don't know why. I take my matchstick. I put some on the back of my hand, and I'll take my beauty blender and pick up some product and put that over my acne, because it's not super heavy, and I feel like if you're covering your acne with super duper heavy products, like, obviously you can see the texture still there. I just don't think that looks the best. I don't know, personally, on my skin at least. Right, and then I just take the same beauty blender, obviously, because I only have one. And just blend out all the concealer. And this is something else that's like the base of your foundation. And it just needs to be blended really, really well. And I will like take some of the excess from my sponge and put that on the forehead. I blend it over my eyelids. Just even out the skin tone. I do have like veins and freckles and everything on my eyelids, so it's not my favorite. And then I take the darker matchstick. I have the like trio is how I bought it, and I think I bought the lightest one, so I'm pale. But I am like not the palest person. Like, if you think of, like, there's some really pale people. Like, I'm not saying I'm not pale, because I am, but like people like Jeffree Star and stuff, like, I feel like they're way more pale. And I will just grab a brush to do it with, because it takes way less time, and it doesn't have to be perfect, because you're still going to be putting some powder to set everything. So this is just to give some more color back to your face before you put on powder. I do, for contour, I like to blend my cheek contour always up, because you don't want to like have darkness in here. I don't know, it just doesn't look good. And my plan with this is to make a little series. Probably, maybe, if I even ever upload this. We'll see. If you're seeing this, I did it. And have a few back to school type videos, like what I wear, even though it's still over a month away. I don't know why this was my only idea, but that's okay. You gotta be prepared. And I just take this brush then and I like kind of just like dust over my eyes. It probably does nothing, but that's what I do. And then usually after I've done all this, I'll take my beauty blender back under my eyes just to make sure there's no creases, because next thing is to set under my eyes with powder. And I'll make sure there's no creases on like the areas that I get creasy. Like everybody's different for that, but I always get creasy under my eyes and where my smile lines are, and I think everybody does. But I also get it around my nose, and so I like to make sure that I put powder there so it's not as bad. I have the travel size one because when I bought it I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. And I've had it for so long. I don't do my makeup every day or anything, but I've had this little guy, it's probably expired, for so long. You don't need the huge one if you're not sure if you're gonna like it. Like this won't be like one use. It's probably like, at least for me, it's been like a year's worth. That's me baking. It's gross and it makes my nose, like I have to sneeze so bad. I don't know. Oh, I might sneeze. I might not. Okay. Then while that's cooking, baking in the oven at 365 degrees, James Charles is my favorite. All my friends and I are like obsessed with him. Then I just use the Anastasia one, and I just like go like this, and then usually, and I tap it off, I'll take a little bit more of that one than the other ones, because it's, since I'm so pale, it's more of a grayer tone, like cooler tone than the warmer ones. I don't know. I do for school and stuff, like I'll take all three because it's multitasking by contouring and bronzing at the same time. But if I was doing my makeup more for like a fancy dinner or something, a family dinner, I would do the contour and then use more of the bronzier shades. But for school, nobody has time for that. Like my school starts at 8:35. And to me, that is like so early to have to get up. I put on a bit of bronzer because it's back to school. Like everybody's gonna be tan and spray tanned or whatever, but not me. And then I'll take a little bit down my jawline too, just to set in place kind of the product that was there from earlier, from the Fenty Matchstick. And I use the lightest one in this one too, because I am pale, always. Also, I haven't really tanned it all this summer. Like, I haven't even sat in the sun with the intention of tanning, which last year I did a lot, and I think I was the same color. So, obviously, it does nothing for me. I do caddy at a golf course, which, if you don't know what that is, it's like I push people's golf bags on this little cart thing. And I'm hoping to get a scholarship for it, but we'll see. I'll also take it down my nose. I know, like, real beauty gurus are not okay with this because I'm using a fat brush, but that's okay. I just do it lightly. Okay, that's it for contouring. I do usually take this big guy. This is one of the brushes I actually purchased, and it's from Tarte, and it's like their contouring one, but this is huge for contouring. Like, that's huge. So I'll just take it to just like blend that into my skin kind of and make sure it's not gross. I'm gonna wipe away my bake, and I just really grab like any big brush. I think this one's from Target, and I just like dust it off. I don't like to use a ton of powder on my face. I use this Derma E Essentials. They sell this by like a bunch of different brands. This is just also the one that came in Claudia's box, and I love it for like setting my face if I'm gonna go in the sun, because it has SPF 30 in it. Even though I want to get tan, it's not worth, like, I don't know, having a burn on my face, because I obviously am fair skinned, so my face burns. It just burns. Burns. I subscribe to the Play by Sephora thing, and so I get a bunch of products that way because I don't know, it's just easier to me. Like, even though I do still go and buy stuff, it's like it comes to my house every month. Then I get to try new things that I probably would have never bought. Like some of this stuff, like I would have bought Tarte because I do like Tarte, but a lot of stuff I'm like, I would never have bought that. Like the little dewdrops I use with my foundation, I would have never have purchased, like used my own money to buy that, like specifically. But then coming in a box, I'm like, oh, okay, I like it. I just take it on, this is like, it's literally rubbed off, you can't see, but it's like the Real Techniques, but all my brushes are so old that all the little packaging title things are gone. Does that make sense? All the labels, that's what they're called. The labels are gone. And I just take it on my cheeks and on my nose like a tiny bit, and then it's just like, I have this Mary Lou Manizer, the Illuminator from the Balm. Literally, I can't even, like, it's so gross. Like, there's nothing in the product. I dropped it my sophomore year, going to homecoming, like right before, and shattered it, and I still use it though. Like, there's nothing in here barely, but I just like tap on it, and so much of the like the shiny parts, the highlighter, will actually get on my brush. And I just put that on my highlight spots. I feel like having just like a subtle highlight is good for school. I don't go crazy. Like, I don't know. But also, if you want to go crazy with your highlight, like, do it. Who cares? And I do have pretty big lips, so I just like to put a little bit above here to be like, I don't know, that was weird. But I do have pretty big lips for a little white girl, which I got made fun of a lot for in middle school. If anybody remembers the Kylie Jenner lip challenge, I was asked every single day if I had done that, and I'm like, my lips were the same size yesterday. You guys just heard of this. Like, big lips are just now becoming like a thing, but all natural. Okay, and then the next thing I'll do is, for school, I would just use a really like, just like a washy color in my crease. That's pretty much it. If I'm feeling crazy, I'll just put some shimmer on my lid. But I'm just taking this, I don't know how to say it, Huda Beauty little thing. I just take this little really neutral shade, the middle one, and dust it in my crease. And I definitely always tap your brush, especially when you're just doing a really natural look. I just dust this like in my crease, just to give a little more color on my eyelids. If you ever put anything in your crease, or even just like on your lids, I like to just take the tiniest amount beneath my lashes, just so that it doesn't look like a ton on top and nothing on the bottom, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just do a tiny bit. Like, it probably gets covered by mascara once I put it on my bottom lashes, but that's okay. And then I'm done with that one. So I'm gonna take this little, oh, you can hardly see it, this little like champagne-y color right here. It's from my Urban Decay Born to Run palette. My friends got it for me for my birthday, which made me so happy because it's so pretty and it's huge. Like, there is so many options. Like, there's so many looks you can create with this. Like, you have like greens and purples and like everything. Also, they told me that every diagonal in this palette is like another, like its whole look. So like diagonal this way, diagonal that way, or like up and down, up and down, up and down. It's supposed to be a look that you can create with a palette. I don't know if that's like something Urban Decay came up with, or if the person at Sephora just told my friends that when they bought it. But either way, that's a really cool idea. I put some on my brow bone too. So I think that my face is all done. I just have to do eyebrows. A lot of people do their eyebrows before they like do literally anything else, or at least before they do their eyeshadow, because they like to cut it out with concealer or whatever. But I'm way too lazy for that. Like, my eyebrows are just gonna be how they're gonna be. And I will take my pencil and just kind of underline my brow a little bit. So I'll just feather in my eyebrows. And I start on the bottom. See, like, I already messed up, but I'll just, like, take my finger and be like, good enough. And then I fill in, like, on this eyebrow, I do, like, even though it's my better eyebrow, I have a gap in the hair on the top, so I'll just fill that in lightly. Now all that's left is mascara and lips. And this is a new mascara. I just got a new one because I ran out of my old one. I am not the person to sit here. Like, that's probably the longest I've ever spent doing that mascara, and that's just because I'm filming it. But usually it's just like 3 little swipes and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, I will not sit here, especially on a school day. I will just take the little end of this and kind of go through my lashes if they're looking really clumpy. Now for lips, I would wear something like this. Is like a really nude. It also came in my Claudia box. I need help. But also I get most of my makeup from boxes, so it is what it is. This is the jam color of the Tarte lips something. I don't know what it's called. But it has the lipstick on this side. It has a gloss on this side. Like, I can stick this in my backpack if I wanted, and it's not like having a lipstick, having a lip liner, having all that, even though I don't use lip liner because I'm lazy for no other reason. But I'm not going to use this for school today because I'm not going to school. It is a color, and that's not something I always want to have on at school because it can get annoying, and no other reason. It's just annoying to have like something to touch up on your lips all day. So I'm gonna go grab chapstick. I grabbed my Aquaphor, which is the best. If you don't have Aquaphor, if you use like Carmex or something, I guess Carmex is fine, but if you just use regular chapstick, you're wrong. Aquaphor is the way to go. And you could use a makeup wipe to get the makeup off your lips, but that's a lot of work, so I just put it on my fingers and probably wipe it on my pants. This one's almost empty, so you use it so much. And that just gives you like a good shiny lip. It's not even supposed to be like a lip gloss or anything. It's just chapstick, so it looks like you tried a little with your face, but you didn't try that hard. Which you could take it to that level if you wanted to add like lashes or something wild, but I definitely don't. And this is the finished look. Just a little highlight, it just makes my skin look better. It's nothing crazy. That is my finished makeup look. You could maybe do your hair, maybe not, maybe wear a sweatshirt, maybe not. Makeup is something I don't wear every day, but I just thought I'd give a little look as an easy first video. I guess not easy, I don't know. We'll see if this even goes up. But thanks for watching, and maybe I'll make another video, maybe not, we'll see. Thanks.